All right. Hopefully they start relatively soon. So we have attribute versus GXE. Hold on. Let me also see what other. In case people haven't seen the games yet, I'm not gonna open the actual thread for spoilers, but these last three games, attribute versus GXE, a turn versus crying, Danny versus Watashi, all extremely important games, so it should be a lot of hype. And hopefully we can catch them all. Maybe not the last game. It says 10:30. That's in that's in 3 hours and 30 minutes, but we'll definitely catch the attribute game. We'll watch the other SCL games, and then we'll catch the whatever game is at 5. What's going on, Death Raptor? How you doing? Welcome everyone else that joined. We will go back to an hour because of you? Oh, hell no. For those that missed it, Attribute and GXE have played in the regular season, and Attribute got extremely robbed by GXE. But it happens. It happens. That's the game of Pokemon. It was like one of these final turns. Let me see. I want to say it was before this sequence. I forgot where it was. What's up, Bubkiss? Over under 15 Samus? I think people are finally starting to respect Samu again. So we might actually see a Samu on attribute side. I don't think GXC will use Samu though. Alright, where was the hacks? Was it this turn? Like you earth power here and it's like a 100% win or no? Maybe not 100%. Wait, where was the hacks again? I forgot. Oh, it was this crit right here. This crit 100% mattered because it's like max HP treads. And that knockoff is definitely not going to kill without crit. Yeah. So if you don't get crit there, you just knock out the Zarude and then you win the game. I received the challenge. Don't miss it. Maybe he canceled again. All right. We're starting. Oh, Jixie's bringing... No, not Sun. He just has 2 Sun guys. All right. These are 2 never before seen teams. So it should be very interesting. Why is Zarude on my screen? Zarude is that guy. You have to respect him. Alright. Let's see. Let's do some matchup analysis here. So GXE obviously using some kind of bulky offense. Very strange looking team. Like has to be Balloon Gold like 100% or Balloon on Bolt or something. Attribute is using more of his usual bulkier style. Some kind of balance. Yeah, double Lu. Lu is really good. Oh, yo, do you see this animation for Iron Moth? I didn't even notice that. He got like a little glow. He is not that guy. Just you wait for my next ladder live. I will make sure to use Zarude and show people how it's done. Alright, but let's see. So GXE's Lu is the glue bars. GXE's Lu is the glue for his team to hold back like the entirety of Attribute's team. Like his Lu is the Lu answer, the Moth answer, the Pult answer. Should be crazy. What's a Jabril? How you doing? Yeah, that moth is schmovin'. I didn't know they added animation for it. Not much, just chilling. My team, shouts to Shoguns. I just made a peace sign in real life, but I just realized you can't see that. But Shoguns made it to finals, so very, very proud of my team. Hopefully we can close it out. And we were trying to see who our competitors will be. Is it the Breakers on Team GXC or the Spartans on Attribute? Asher using a lot of his timer. It makes sense though. When you're sequencing versus offense, it makes sense to use a lot of your timer as the balance player to really think about what mons do I need to counter all of his different mons. Yeah, it's only on the opponent's side, which is interesting. Okay, so GXC leads Zamazenta. I don't know if you guys remember my how to lead video, but I said Zamazenta is one of the least used leads in the entirety of SVOU, because obviously you don't want to expend your Dauntless Shield that early. This Lu is going to need 2 Chesto Berries to cope with it all. I agree with that. Okay, well, that was kind of an ambitious close combat. I'm not going to lie. Like, personally, if I see a Moth and Bolt on the enemy team, I'm not letting my Lu take a body press or close combat. So I think that was a little bit ambitious. I don't think most people would CC there. Not to hate. Moth don't have that spread IRL. Oh, wait. Did he heavy slam or did he CC? Let's see what he did. Okay, he just clicked crunch. He's life orb versus leftovers core. So this CC does a lot. The CC basically does like 60%. You gotta roost up. It makes sense now why he led it, because it's Life Orb Zamazenta instead. Life Orb Zamazenta you don't use as like your endgame sweeper or like a cleanup mon. You use it because you want to punch holes in the enemy's team. And it actually does a pretty good job at that in this matchup, assuming it's Heavy Slam. There's not really any switching. So Butte probably has to be very careful around this right now. Okay, he goes Moth on the Roost. Okay, yeah, as expected, Butte does go for the Roost there. Okay, Toxic Iron Moth. This is really, really big for this Raging Bolt. Okay, and oh my god, and now he forces the Whirlwind out. And it's not Lefty's Ting-Lu either. Streets need a collab with Vert. I collab with Vert on the daily. But for a video, we've been talking about it. We'll probably do it for a video at some point. Okay. They're clicking real fast now. But essentially what happened was Toxic on the Ting-Lu plus the sub forced Ting-Lu to take a lot of damage here. There's only Zama on Attribute's team, so leading Zama to do damage makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense, especially given you're a Life Orb set with Adamant. Alright, the question is, does GXC take like a knockoff trade into this pull, or does he switch out here? Switching out loses him a lot of momentum. Like clicking Swords Dance into a hard pull and switching out your Ogerpon is a lot of momentum gone. Okay, really nice gold. It's not actually Balloon, which is pretty crazy. Okay, definitely Scarf Gold. That Shadow Ball drop, oh my god. Wait, that Shadow Ball drop like damn near wins him the game, actually. Like that's a really big deal if he can get a Shadow Ball drop on Spidef Corv. Is it Spidef Corv? But that drop is really, really big. Because it forces Moth out. Ting-Lu is already at 43% taking Toxic. This is going to be tricky. I don't know how Butte's going to climb back from this. Okay, did he... Oh my god, did he predict the... Okay. I was going to say, if Attribute went Ting-Lu to sack it to gold, because technically you do eat a hit, that would have been pretty insane, but... Yeah. Okay. I like Corv as a mid ground because I think it's Spidef Corv. I feel like that crunch doing 29% was way too much damage. Spidef drop spotted, yeah. Shadow Ball's a really cheap move sometimes. Like 20% drop, that's no joke. What is Psychic? 10%? Psychic is 10%. Yeah, for some, I mean, I guess Shadow Ball's a little weaker, so it has a higher chance to drop. But that drop chance is a really, really big deal. Corv, I assume, is either going to roost or U-turn. I would actually double Dragon Ball here, because no mans is click and crunch into your Corv. But I guess you can probably just U-turn. I think U-turn is fine. How am I going to analyze this? There's so much. I know. There's a lot going on right now, and they're clicking very, very fast. But don't worry. That's why you have me for the analysis. I got you. Any question you have, I'll read into their souls. Okay. Decides to switch out Zamazenta, which I was going to say I largely disagree with, but then Attribute did actually make the play I said to make. Does he go for Ruination here? Nope. Okay. Could be Helm. Could be red card. We're about to find out. It is red card. Oh, brings in the Moth but doesn't click Earthquake. Because, you know, who would click Earthquake? There's no point in doing it. But imagine the only mod that drops to Earthquake and you click it brings in. Okay, so this is a Boots mod, presumably with Morning Sun, Toxic maybe, Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave, Dazzling Gleam, some sort of combination of that. I wonder if you Earthquake here as Lu. I feel like Earthquake is a terrible play, because like, Bu is not going to click Morning Sun on Earthquake. He's either going Corv, or he's going Clef. Okay. Oh, great double. Okay, GXE is kind of playing Shiest. And that's why you can consider clicking Morning Sun as Iron Moth, because imagine you catch the opposing Iron Moth with Morning Sun, that's a free Fiery Dance for you, and now your Iron Moth is a giga threat. What's up, Doodle? How you doing? Got some crazy moves in GXE, forces the Ting-Lu sack. Ting-Lu's gone. Gets a special attack raise. That was a very nice mid-gram play by GXE. Bro's on 40 chest. I'm saying. That was a very, very nice play. Because if Butte got that Morning Sun off, he was in a commanding position. But it's really hard to click Morning Sun into a Ting-Lu, of course. Even though I feel like nobody probably Earthquakes. If GXE is Terra Fairy, I wonder if there's any world that this is worth it. Trading your Iron Moth. Like if you're Terra Fairy Gleam, trading it into this. You lost 1v1 World Cup Finals? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's never easy to lose a finals, of course. Been there many times. But I've also been on the receiving end where you do win, and that feeling will be amazing. So just stay strong for that. Fiery Dance is a broken move when you boost. Yeah, that's why it's called the Lottery Moth. Or the Casino Moth, I think is its nickname. Because 50% is genuinely some insane stuff. Okay. Moth gets forced out on Drake. Drake gets the crit. That crit is a big deal. Because now U-turn knocks out Lu. Make 3D and Plague play? Yeah, they're not going to play. Yeah, they definitely don't want to play. But we already won, so it's like, I understand. After this game, to those that just joined, we will be waiting for the 5 p.m. game as well. And in the meantime, we'll be checking out all the replays of semifinals that already happened. Fiery Dance is a move that only opponents hit. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think I've ever used Moth in a tournament. Or like a team tournament at least. I think I've used it in individual tournaments. Because you're leaving less up to variables of having the Fire Dance boost. You can't rely on as the user, but can't neglect as the opponent. Yeah, it's absolute jokes. Absolutely ridiculous ability. No. 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is in 47 minutes. I'm not gonna lie though, Scarf Goldango might win this game. It's looking tough. It's looking tough. That drop on the Moth really early was a really big deal. Bolt also might win this game with Terra. I actually don't see at all how he stops Bolt. Do you think that this tournament we will see only HO after after the revolutionary video from Bert? It's possible. It's possible. Okay, so gold is in. It's gonna click Shadow Ball. I don't think there's any reason to make it rain. I think the only way Butte can beat Bolts is Toxic with his own Iron Moth, and then you troll it with like your Dragapult or Zama. Or if you're Unaware Clef. That's also possible. Unaware Combined. That would actually kind of win, low key. Yeah, as GXC, you're probably just clicking Shadow Ball into Corv and then fishing for a drop. Butte is probably just going to go Corv. Or Sack Moth. That's also a possibility if Corv can't eat these. Oh, okay. Okay. That's tough. That's tough. GXC honestly made a pretty crazy read here. Because I feel like Corv was so free that if you make it rain into Corv, you're definitely cooked. But that was a nice make it rain. You weren't familiar with Mr. Vert, but his vid popped up and I just had to sub. Yeah, that's the GOAT. Definitely give that man a sub and we will be collaborating. Is HO really that consistent? No, it's not. You can definitely hard counter team HO, but then you'll make yourself weaker to other teams. What's up, Ryan? What's up, your Doom? What's up, Laxatives? I like using the Dozo Veil team. Oh, that's some cheese, sir. That is some cheese. Alright, so I'm assuming Butte is going to go Zamazenta here. Nice close combat. Wow, GXC is clicking like every correct move right now. This series might go to tiebreak, which is kind of annoying. Kind of want to just go to finals. Why would he stay in Clef anyways? If you stay in Clef on Shadow Ball and you're like a calm mindset, which he probably was, now you're applying a lot of pressure if you click Shadow Ball. But, you know, it was a pretty crazy play, thinking about it. Because Make It Rain is free, even though Corv is free too. Like, you don't really lose a lot because you have Bolt and you have Moth to pressure out Corv. Alright, GXC does have to be careful about this Zama though. The Zama is a Giga threat low-key. Like, if you hard gold, you're kind of in a bad spot. Maybe you Sack Moth. I think Sack Moth might be the play. You feel like that's every style though? You can probably find ways to be extremely good against every playstyle. Yeah, but there's no one team that's good against every playstyle. Otherwise, everybody would be using that team. The thing with hyper offense is once you face a bad hyper offense matchup, you really feel it. Like, you really feel like you can't break through anything. But those are rare. Who else is left in this tour? We have Eternally versus Crying and Danny versus Watashi. Oh my god, GXC is getting every single turn right. This is pretty hard to watch for my boy. I can't lie. He crunch again? Oh my dude. Oh my god. He's about to just lose the gold. It's about to tear a ghost. If it gets a drop. Oh, this is really hard to watch. Not my guy. Well, Iron Moth can still go crazy, though. I can't lie. Iron Moth can definitely still go crazy. Wow, gets the Spadef drop on the turn. He clicks U-turn. That's a little unlucky. Yeah, I mean, Iron Moth with the speed tie versus Ogrepon can definitely do it. Okay, Raging Bolt is in. Doesn't get the special attack raise. That kind of sucks. Okay, it is toxic. I was correct about that. It is toxic. Oh my god. Did so much. I think Scarf Gold just wins though. Yeah, GXC's moving crazy right now. He's playing like he is. He's putting everything on the line, which I guess he is. His team really needs this win. And now GXC just clicks Thunderbolt extremely safely, I think. I mean, gold can technically be PP stalled. It can only click 8 more Shadow Balls into Corv. And you have to get a drop in one of those. Okay, it clicks Overheat. Interesting Fiery Dance Overheat. Alright, so Pult comes in. You click Thunderclap, you just get your chip. So Terra Pult will lose to your gold. Pult's clicking U-turn though. Nope, clicks Hex. This is tough. Yeah, GXE is locked in right now. Why are they running Toxic on Moth? It's because presumably they're both Ting-Lu spammers. Is the kind of rationale you have for Toxic Moth? I think Butte can still win though. I think it's a really insane game, but Butte can still win. I don't think he can. I mean, I think he can, but it's gonna really take a lot. Like every single turn has to be right. No drops from Shadow Ball. Okay. So he only has 4 roosts left. There are 7 Shadow Balls left. Okay, he gets the CC on Dragapult. That's a really big turn. That's a really, really big turn to get right. Oh my god, wait a second. Gold, if gold is Terra Shadow, Terra Ghost though, I feel like it would have clicked it already. Nah, this is a super insane endgame. This is really crazy actually. Like it could actually go to Butte. That close combat, that instant click on Dragapult on CC. Is Toxic the way to deal with Ting-Lu? I hate that cow so much. Yeah, it's a pretty good way. If you're playing for Raging Bull in the back or like gold in the back, then it's a pretty good way to chip it down. Yes, it is a moose though. Don't disrespect the Lu like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that CC is really weird. Like, if you predict him to roost, just go Moth for the guaranteed progress, or I don't know. Neither side has used Terra, by the way. GXE's Gold Terra might decide the game. Okay, Gold is back in. It's gonna click Shadow Ball. Terra Shadow Ball, maybe. It needs a drop, though. Okay, gets the trick. Do you just click Brave Bird? Yeah, you just click Brave Bird, chip this gold down. But if it's recover, you lose 100%. Game is over if it's recover. Okay, it's not recover. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is the gold Terra? What is is Dragapult is Terra Ghost? And Hex kills this? On Terra Fairy? Surely not, right? There's no way. The only case that Dragapult wins this is if gold dies to Terra Shadow or Terra Hex. That's the only way Butte wins this, if gold dies to Terra Hex. Without gold tearing or with gold Terra. Okay? Oh! So close. Oh my god. Because if that Shadow Ball, or I mean if that Hex kills gold, I think Butte wins. Because you just click Will-O-Wisp into Ogerpon, Terra Hex it. Wow, that was super insane. Yeah, no recover on Scarf Gold is surprising. It might be Focus Splash or Thunderwave. Or Nasty Plot. But this game came to the absolute wire. And you gotta throw it back to when Moth got instantly Spadef dropped. That basically lost him the game, honestly. But this was super insane. I mean, Zamazenta also could have... If Zamazenta got the crunch turn right on gold, on that one turn, then everything changes too. But that was a good game. That was pretty insane. Like GXE went stupid on these turns specifically, the ones you're about to see. He clicked close combat, expecting the crunch, and then he went to gold. If this crunch connects, Dragapult might win. Honestly, Dragapult might win. Damn, that was fucking insane. I can't lie. That was like a really, really insane game. One prediction goes differently for Butte, and I think he actually takes it. The Spadef drop doesn't happen. I think Butte can take it. This was pretty wild. Wow. Also, if he's Sludge Wave, I think... Does it matter if you're Sludge Wave? Because this thing goes lower if you're Sludge Wave. U-turn should knock it out. Maybe Sludge Wave does matter. I'm not sure. But obviously it wasn't, so... Alright, that was pretty insane. For now, we have another game in about 30 minutes. I'm going to see if they can start a little earlier, but in the meantime, we will be checking out all the other games that have happened. I know somebody tagged me to go over the ABR game, because, you know, the GOAT. And he is like the most unserious team I've ever seen. And remember that Separation won official ladder tournament literally like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So this is probably one of the more hyped matchups of the entire Champions League, because ABR, obviously one of the most respected and highly rated players of all time. Separation literally just won OLT. So let's see how this one goes. ABR using Ting-Lu offense with the red card Mimikyu. Mimikyu is an interesting Pokemon. I don't think it's bad at all. Especially because there's no Excadrill in like OU with Mold Breaker. So Disguise is like a pretty, pretty stable ability. Like it will pop. And I think Separation is using a Storm Zone team. So it's like Terra Ice, Blast, Excadrill, Specs Torn, I believe. Okay, that CC did way too much. That's like Choice Band, right? No, it's not. Why did that CC do so much? Is it AV Aloe? It took Rocks and Spikes, so it might be AV. Force the Terra fight? Question mark. That's like seeing this happen. I'm thinking it's game over. There's no way you can win. Like just seeing that alone, like having to click Terra fight into a team with Zama with like a Adamant, like Muscle Band or something, with a potential Fly Knight into a Latios. King Gambit, like, why has T-Tar been resurging? It's because Sand is a good way you can combat offense at times. Like if you're a Boots T-Tar and then you have Excadrill, that's like a pretty good way to check a lot of the offensive threats of the tier. The issue is this drill isn't able to spin, and you have to get this turn right. Like you have to get that turn right. Hazards these games sucked for Separation. Yeah, I mean, it has to be Muscle Band, right? Because the CC did way too much to Aloe. Like 48% to Aloe, that's definitely crazy. But yeah, Excadrill Sand is a really good way to beat offense normally. Obviously, this is a different case. I think Separation just got too lost in the sauce. Wasn't prioritizing getting the spin off while Sand was up. Because imagine you click Iron Head into Mimikyu. It's forced out into, I don't know, Torn or something. You go back to Excadrill, now you have a free spin. Why does ABR always run Thief? Top 10 questions science can't answer. For some reason, he thinks Thief is like the best ability in the game. I don't know. I wonder that myself sometimes too. But yeah, being forced to Terra. I think this Cha really should be Boots. I think Lefties is Giga Troll on Cha. The issue is with lefties, you don't actually check things that you normally do with Boots. For example, you take Rocks and a Spike. Ice Spinner is now 2-hit KOing you. And then you have to Terra to live it, and now you're no longer spin blocking, which is, the whole point of Sinistra. Okay, he's like Roar Muscle Band? Because he took Rocks damage. He's not Boots. And the CC is doing a lot. So it's definitely AV Aloe, because normal Aloe's not taking that much, but 35% to Cha and 40% to Aloe makes no sense to me at all. Okay, ABR goes for extremely greedy Drake. And then for some reason, Separation switches out Tinkaton. Whoa. What? I don't remember that happening. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. That's tough. Yeah, that happened. And now Gambit presumably just wins the game, even without a Swords Dance. He replaced Toxifix with Aloe. Oh, okay, that's why. I was like, is Aloe really part of the team? But yeah, that makes sense. T-Tar is low kick, I guess. Nice Latios on the low kick. Nice. Good play by him. And now you just drop a Drake. Excadrill's basically dead. Excadrill's like the only way to win this game. But then there's Gambit, so... This game was just Jove. I don't think there's any way for Separation to win. Also, I'm noticing that ABR clicked... Okay, what? Citrus Berry? King Gambit? Oh, I get it. So it's when you take 95% from Headlong Rush, you still get to a KO'd. Okay, you know what? That makes sense to me. I'm hating. I don't actually understand. But I don't think Separation, like ABR doesn't even to... Yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't even to... I can't talk, right? He doesn't need to Sucker Punch there, because he lives Earthquake no matter what. Separation is just trying to go for like a Tornadus Specs Prey. But that King Gambit took no damage from that Earthquake. Jesus Christ. That's insane. And it's just completely Job now. Is it E-Speed Dragonite? Is he going to reveal it? Nope. Dragon Claw. Yeah, the stuff ABR be cooking. Citrus Berry, King Gambit, Red Card, Mimikyu. The rest is normal, I guess. The rest is pretty normal. Or Dragon Claw D-Knight is also uncommon, but... Citrus Berry, King Gambit to me is funny because... Technically speaking, the reason you run leftovers instead of an item like that is because in the long run, you're going to heal more with leftovers than you are with citrus. But I guess it also baits that you're Lumberry or Black Glasses or Mental Herb even. So I guess you still have that healing factor that leftovers provides you, but you're not... I don't know. That's my cope. I think that makes sense. Like you get the healing factor, but you don't reveal your item. So, fuck it. Why not? Alright, we can take a look at the other OU games. There's some pretty crazy ones. Yeah, people keep mentioning this Thief Mimikyu shenanigan. However, I can't answer you. Okay, this game I actually did watch live. You're all going to need to stay tuned for turn number 1, especially of what happens here. Absolutely insane. First of all, let me ask... rip my boy Butte. Let me see what game is going on first. He has Thief on King Gambit, probably. God, if he has Thief on King Gambit, there's no cope. There's no defending that. There's absolutely no way. But with ABR, I mean, maybe. He is a thief, after all. Can I skip this game? Sorry, stories. We have to watch this turn number 1 because it's absolutely mind-blowing to me. Listen. No hate, no hate. Because I actually understand why Kebab did this. In his mind, you gotta knock the Boots Tusk to make progress with your spikes and win the game. So, you expect the opposing Tusk to click Stealth Rocks on you as you protect. Right? Right, guys? That makes sense. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. Like, you expect Gliscor to protect, so Tusk gets Rocks up. You expect Tusk to Rocks up on your protect, so you click Knockoff on the Boots. It makes sense. It makes sense. Why people stay in though, same thing happened with Finch. Yeah, we can watch that game too. I think the thing with Gliscor is you can get rewarded for crazy plays like that, or you can get punished really hard. Like for example, if Tusk does click Rocks, as you knock it off, you knock off their Boots, now your Scarm spikes are chipping it away every single time. So, I understand it. There is some reasoning behind it, I promise. There is some reasoning behind it. Alright, this is a cool set from Cinderace that we'll see in a bit. But from this position, I'm like, oh god, like, even though Gliscor is dead, like, I'm pretty sure Stall just wins with Ogerpon. Like, Goldingo at 1 HP is a really big deal. But Dahlia's gonna make some nice moves, and you guys will see soon. Alright, so Samrod is in now. Gets the flip turn on the Scarm in order to bring back gold. And this play, like, quite literally saved the game. Because now gold is very healed up. Max HP, in fact, because nothing beats Hex Gold anymore. You have to PP stall with Blissey. Pretty insane, pretty insane. Yeah, you usually expect Protect to activate Poison Heal. Yeah, so on ladder, you'll see a lot of times people will click Rocks. They'll lead Tusk into Gliscor, expecting Protect turn 1, and they'll click Rocks to get like a first turn ahead, especially versus Stall. That happens quite a bit. So like I understand what Kebab was going for. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. Oh, this game, I forgot how crazy this game is actually. Okay. Okay, so Cinderace back in, going for that Pyro Ball. Going for that U-turn chip. Notably, it is not Libero. Now Samrod is in. Samrod's about... Let me speed this up, because we are watching a stall game. Gets a nice flip turn, so we got a nice Vortex going on here. Scarm's pretty low. Reveals Taunt on Cinderace, which is a really big deal. Like, that Taunt, that's keeping Petch real low. Makes some nice doubles to bring Samra back in on Dondozo. So these, like, Dolly's making some nice plays right now. I can't lie. Some really nice plays. Gets caught there. That was a nice play by Kebab to fight back a little bit. But at the end of the day, Goldango is just going to be chewing that up forever. Like, unless you waterfall again to Samra, keep Samra even lower, you're not really making progress. Yeah, we're running Blaze Ace. Because, I mean, it has Taunt. I guess it makes sense. You don't want to turn into a Dark type. Alright, stays in here to get rocks up. Yeah, nice rocks. Dozo is getting chipped now, and remember, it's Taunt Cinderace. So Dolly looks like primed to win this game. Just click in Pyro Ball and then Taunt. I don't really get what's going on here, but the thing with having your Gliscor die turn 1 is that this gold is seriously going to troll you. Like, the only thing you can do versus Goldango is click Calm Mind and then spam Seismic Toss hoping they double out. Goldango can just sit on you forever. Which is what we're going to see, so I'm going to skip ahead. Alright, finally doubles out. Gets the Seismic Toss on Cinderace. Stays in again, because Kebab is realizing I have to fight back in order to win. But Dolly makes a nice play going Tusk even though it died to Seismic Toss. Knowing that Blissey would have to heal. Gets the spin off. You know, the spike is up. Eats the body, or eats the Pyro Ball. I was gonna say body press. That's tricky. But this whole time, you're probably asking yourself, what does this game look like with the max HP Gliscor? And the truth is, probably unwinnable for Dolly. Because Samra never clicked knockoff, even though it had the chance to versus Dozo. Which means there's no knockoff at all on this team. Unless Great Tusk is no rocks and has knockoff. But there's no knockoff at all, which means that Hazards would actually have won the long game. Decides to go Petch on the Moonblast, expecting a double into something. Into Cinderace, I think. Now Petch is at 1 HP and dies to Cinderace range. Sacks it to Dragonite. Now Dozo has to rest up, and the game looks chopped. It might seem this way, but what if I told you Kebab can actually win from this position? Alright. Gets the Sleep Talk, so only needs to burn 2 turns. But now Dolly has a Dragonite that can't get through Dondozo. A Cinderace that has to do 90% more to get through Dondozo again. A dead Samurott. Enamor's taking rocks every time. Goldango's still trolling, but you have the hardest counter in the world to it. It is actually doable for Kebab to win this. Like, Kebab definitely can win this, just PP stalling gold. I would have probably clicked Calm Mind here. Get a couple Calm Minds and then start spamming Seismic Toss. Thunder Wave actually helps you too in this 1v1 because then you burn less PP. This is going to be boring for a bit, but this position is definitely winnable for Kebab. Like, I see this position, I'm like, okay, he definitely has a chance to win this. Especially because Dragonite isn't boots, it's taken all that damage too. Now Dondozo is basically awake. Got both the Sleep Talks off. good rolls to chip that gold, troll it a bit more, because gold is taking spikes and it's taking rocks. Nice play by Dolly here. Really, really nice play. Gets the core change off. But that was a really nice play because you predict the Blissey to come in, you get some extra momentum. So this game was winnable until this specific turn. This specific turn was like, oh damn, like what just happened? Like I'm thinking that Dolly is actually favored in this endgame after you get rocks up again. But then you just sack Blissey to Pyro Ball, trying to get a nice read, and it just doesn't work out. And now it's just 100% over. Like there's just no way to win anymore. Because gold is going to do way too much with Hex, as you'll see. Yeah, Hex is 51%. So I really think that Kebab was arguably even favored when Blissey was alive, but with Blissey dead, there's no chance. There's no chance. Terra Blast is spammed. I mean, technically, Dolly could have won with a crit with Terra Blast, but yeah. Alright, let's watch the Finch Baddy game. Baddy is my teammate. He is a Shogun. Finchinator was our opponent, the Gibble. Looking at the matchup analysis, let's bring some of this lead analysis back. As Baddy and Finchinator, what do you, the viewers, pick as your lead? Like just looking at the matchup, like what do you expect each side to lead? And if people are around to guess, let's see. I'm interested. I'm interested in what people think, and I can offer some thoughts of my own. So on Baddy's side, it looks like a lead Deoxys with the Jetpack probably. Or lead Primarina. These are like the two very obvious leads. You don't really lead Dragonite ever unless you're Choice Band. You don't really lead Great Tusk ever. If you're Booster, you don't really lead King Gambit. So Primarina seems pretty obvious from Baddy or Eject Pack Deoxys. So as Finch, I'm thinking Primarina or Deoxys is obvious. I'll probably lead Slowking. I think Slowking makes sense. Zapdos also makes sense. Alright, let's see what everybody says. Thoughts on Pink Cross? He's doing his thing. He's getting his bread. Deoxys Gliscor, Deoxys Kaziolo, Deoxys and Ogerpon, Glowking and Tusk, Deoxys and Glowking, Baddy leads Deoxys, Finch leads Gliscor, Deoxys Ogerpon. So a lot of people seem to think Deoxys is a very free lead, and I think I would actually agree with that. For the most part, like you can superpower or knock off if you're Eject Pack versus a lot of Finch's team. And Finch rightly would probably assume that Deoxys is leading, and as a result, he probably wouldn't choose to lead Gliscor though. Because leading Gliscor into a Deoxys as it clicks Nasty Plot, or Rocks, or Knockoff, or Ice Beam, that sets you back a lot. So I would expect Glowking, I think, on Finch's side, or Zapdos. What we actually see happening is Dragonite and Heatran. So I actually understand Heatran. Heatran makes sense because if they go Primarina, that's a free Glowking for you. Or you can just like Magma Storm or something. You can stay in and get rocks up. It doesn't matter. Dragonite is this is a really nice pick. This is what I'm really proud of Baddy for, actually. Like, I think this lead basically won him the game. So what he did is he anticipated the Slowking or the Gliscor lead, led Dragonite. Heatran has to switch out or Terras. Extremely free Dragonance. Finch doesn't even respect Ice Spinner. Lets it go instantly. Brings Zapdos in. Ice Spinner does 84 offensive Zapdos. Gets the static, which is quite fortunate. But, you know, the odds of static plus discharge, not too bad. Gets the full para and connects Hurricane. Now, this is really rough for Baddy. But this start that he had, just off this unconventional, like quotation marks, unconventional lead, it was a really big deal. Yeah, so he really got the Heatran lead, which gives him the free Dragon Dance. And, you know, not every Dragonite runs Ice Spinner. Like, I don't think what Finch did was correct, but I also don't think it was, like, the worst assumption to make in your life of playing Pokemon. Like, it happens. But yeah, this was super nice. And Dragonite definitely was Earthquake, I believe. I think if Finch terrored his Gliscor to, like, water and he was, like, toxic, he was probably in a really good spot. But he chose not to respect Ice Spinner, and it's really going to bite him here. Because if you look at it, Dragonite's done 100% of Gliscor, 84% of Zapdos, 69% Azama? Or I mean 59, sorry. That's a ridiculous amount of damage for a lead Dragonite. Like, have you ever seen a lead Dragonite do all that? Baddy kind of takes his foot off the gas, though. Like, I really don't like that Psycho Boost. He reveals he's Life Orb Deoxys, which means that, you know, you're either knockoff Superpower Ice Beam rocks or something like that, or you're Nasty Plot. I think just Psycho Boosting a Zamazenta is like while you're ahead, you should never lent up. Or what's the word for it? You should never relent while you're ahead. Because players like Finch with a lot of experience will take advantage of every mistake or every passive play you make, and they'll make sure to fight back. Yeah, Zapdos is dead if not Para. Exactly. This D-Knight put in stupid work. So here's another pretty unfortunate situation for Baddy, actually. Like, this Zapdos that should be dead is putting in overtime with the static right now. Like, paralyzing the whole gang. Forces Great Tusk to get sacked now because Great Tusk is pretty useless while parried. To be fair, I've rarely seen Lead Knight period. Yeah, exactly. You never see Lead Dragonite. Baddy really made a nice soul read here in doing that. And that's like the main thing I'm really proud of him for. Because he has had issues that he'll like admit to as well, of like passivity and like not really identifying win conditions. Right now he did a great job of doing that, knowing that he could get a free Dragonite. Finch was 2 for 2 on static. I know, you hate to see Zapdos winning ever, but it is what it is. Alright, Moth gets the 2 boost a little too late actually. I wonder if you get the initial boost, you can actually win this exchange. I think you can, right? Like, you get the boost, you get the second boost. I think you win the exchange. Go for speed tie with Ogerpon. Shouts Baddy. He's actually in the chat right now. Your proud manager. Alright. King Gambit versus this team with Terra looks pretty decent, honestly. That was a nice hard Heatran. But apparently Finch wasn't actually Flash Fire, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, Finch gets a nice double into Slowking on the Primarina, allowing him to chilly, bring Heatran back in, and now Heatran can do some trolling, try to connect some Magmas, or he could double back. It's actually very free to double back, yeah, and now he gets another chilly. He's basically regenerated his Slowking up to the maximum, and this is what I'm talking about, making passive plays, because Finch is calling out every single player correctly right now because he knows he needs to. And by playing passive, you give players with experience like Finch that opportunity to fight back. He just got this turn right too. Like, Finch is on a roll right now. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, nice Nasty Plot. I don't know why Heatran switched out. I guess you kind of need it for King Gambit, so that's why. But yeah, okay. Zama ends up being sacked. I assume Slowking comes back in. No, Ogerpon makes sense. I forgot Ogerpon always outspeeds. Nice double here, though. Wait. Why didn't he click U-turn? What? Okay. I don't understand, but that's fine. Unless you're adamant Ogerpon, there's really no reason not to click U-turn. I don't know. But Finch is in the commanding spot right now. He gets those surfs off. Slowking with all that regenerate HP is able to live all of that, and now Heatran can come in, Earth Power, knock this out. Now Deoxys is back in, threatening out with the Focus Blast. Does a nice chunk of damage to Heatran. Oops. Alright, now Gambit comes in, force the Terra, force the Swords Dance. And this is crazy, because Finch isn't Choice Band on Ogerpon, which means he has Encore. Which means every single play from this point on matters. And it's a Gambit 1v3, technically 1v2. Slowking doesn't really matter versus Gambit. But this is like super insane. Because you have to Swords Dance and hope he doesn't go Ogerpon, which happens. You can't Sucker Punch here or you'll get locked into Encore for life. Dodges Magma, really, really big deal. Ogerpon is in now. Clicks Ironhead, I think. Oh, gets locked into low kick, right? Now Ivy Cudgel doesn't do enough. Locked into low kick. Wait a minute. If Finch clicked knockoff versus King Gambit, would Slowking have won this endgame? Hold on. Let me see. So knockoff does more than Ivy Cudgel by a tiny bit. He doesn't. He takes the burn permanently. Slowking comes in, clicks surf. Okay, I don't think it's enough. It's just not enough. But Finch actually had a 100% win rate, or well, not win rate, win percentage of a different line. If he clicks Earth Power right now instead of Magma Storm, he wins 100% of the time. He wins 100% of the time with Earth Power into knockoff, or I mean into encore, into low kick, into knockoff. Because if this took Earth Power, it was dropping, like Earth Power does more than 21%, so it was dropping to Surf. So this was a weird game because Baddy had like insane turn 1 through 5. Got really unlucky with all the statics and all that bullshit. Like if Tuss never got parried, Tuss basically wins the game. But all that nonsense happened. And then it came down to connecting Magma Storm when Finch already had a 100% win. So it's a really weird game because it's like Finch got really lucky in the beginning. And then he kind of messed up the end game and then got really unlucky. And then he lost. So it's one of those. It's one of those. Complaining about the miss when the Zap hacks both D-Knight and Tuss, hashtag noticing. It happens. It happens. I think in a moment where it's semifinals of a really prestigious tournament and it seems like you got unlucky, it's really easy to be like, yo, that was a fucking joke. Like I got robbed. You know, it's really easy to go into that mindset. But then I think upon reviewing later on, you're probably like, ah, shit, like I really messed that up. Like I definitely had a 100% win. So I'm not hating on Finch for complaining because, you know, a lot of emotions in a game like this. Smogon.com. It happens. Yeah, the choke is tough even with luck. Exactly. Like I wouldn't worst that on my worst enemies, you know? Like getting lucky and then fumbling it, like that really sucks. That really sucks. That's really hard to come back from. Alright, speaking of getting really lucky, my other teammate Mako versus Pop Smoke. This is a really crazy one. Give me 1 second. Alright, just had to cross out some Discord notifications. Let's see. Trent had to be Flame Body. It was not actually. Finch's teammate mentioned in the post game that it wasn't Flame Body. Finch can complain he's had no aura to lose since the Omari P game. What is the Omari P game? He should have banned Gambit. People think Gambit is broken, and honestly, how many Gambits have been used in the semifinals? 3 out of 4 games of this series, Gambit was used. Okay, so like I said, speaking of luck, and this is with only love to my teammate Mako. Happy birthday, Mako. Shouts to her. This was one of the more egregious instances of luck, I would say. All right, so lead Ogerpon versus Ogerpon. Losing the speed tie is better actually, and it's confirmed the speed tie for those that didn't notice because TJ Pop Smoke gets the Horn Leech first, and then Mako switches out Ogerpon first, which means that it is a speed tie. So first of all, I mean, that's a 50-50. That shit happens. But we'll see some other stuff too. Surprisingly, I feel like Gambit has had bad usage in tours compared to ladders. That's because Gambit is... Oh my god, I forgot about this turn. This was... Okay, this we have to analyze. Alright. I feel like Gambit has had bad usage in tours compared to ladder. That's because people like to... In tournaments, people like to have enough tools to outplay any matchup. And Gambit... offenses don't always give you that out, you know. Gambit itself gives you that out, but the offense teams don't. But yeah, this was a really nice play by Mako. Like, okay, so he's either clicking Horn Leech or he's doubling to Gambit. I'm gonna go Moth. TJ or Pop Smoke switches to Gambit. Okay, cool. Click sub on the Glamora. And this is a really tricky turn. And I feel like a lot of players would have done what Mako did here. But essentially what happens is if you go Glamora on a Fiery Dance, presumably, you have red card. You are red card Glamora 100%. Red card Glamora means you're not Sash. Means you do drop to Terra Ground, for example. Which isn't very common on Moth right now, but it's still something to respect. TJ makes a very nice play. Predicting the Terra Blast, tearing himself, getting up rocks. And the crazy part about this play is like, while it was a nice play, that's Terra gone. That's Terra that no longer goes to Enamorous, to Darkrai, to King Gambit, to not Ogerpon, to Great Tusk. But on the same side, you see Mako's team also doesn't have Terra. You can no longer Terra Raging Bolt for Great Tusk. You can no longer Terra Ogerpon or Gambit yourself. It's a crazy situation in HO where two people Terra and nothing dies. Two people Terra in the same turn. TJ makes a nice play pivoting to Enamorous first, but Mako gets the read on it, clicks Dragon Pulse, eats the Headlong Rush up to knock it out. Yeah, double exhaust. It's pretty crazy. And then gets this huge major Thunderclap chip on the Darkrai. Really, really big deal. I guess you do have to respect Focus Blast or Superpower on Deoxys, but then Mako reveals that it screens. This turn, I was actually saying in my team chat, I was like, you know what, like, people don't really respect, oh, it's so fast, Jesus Christ. People don't really respect screens Deoxys to run Psycho Boost. I was like, you know what, like, what if we stayed in and Glamora just dropped? But TJ does, and good for him, because I probably would have fallen for that, to be honest. Like, because Vert spams Reflect, Light Screen, Taunt, and Stealth Rocks, which is different. I love when Terra is used on both sides in SV. What a go-to gen. Facts, facts, facts. Alright, hat is in. Nice sack on Glamora here. You can just get the poison. Although low-key, I wonder if getting T-Spikes up was better than getting the poison. But who knows. Alright, TJ gets the Iron Head crit through Reflect, which is actually a really big deal. It keeps the Gambit really low. Mako's Gambit knocks it out. Stays in versus Darkrai, Focus Blast, and dodges. And that's tough. That's tough because, like, I mean, it's Focus Blast. So on one hand, it's like a 70% chance to connect. That's not good odds. Focus Blast is a joke move. I've used it myself, but it's definitely a joke move. Or 30% chance for Mako to dodge, or TJ clicks Nasty Plot or something else. And I think what Mako was thinking was, I can't let that Darkrai get a Nasty Plot in the situation, because +2 Dark Pulse will Oko Hat. If I go Deoxys on Nasty Plot, it's a 50-50 of Light Screen up on Dark Pulse to knock me out, or Nasty Plot again, and now it's at +4 versus my Light Screen. So, really, really tricky spot, but Focus Blast goes left, and we take the Darkrai kill. And from this position on, there's like an almost 100% way for Mako to win this. TJ reveals that he's actually Scarf Timid Enamorous though, which tripped Mako up a bit because nobody runs Timid, and Deoxys would have outsped Modest. So that was like a pretty crazy reveal. Goes for Ivy Cudgel. Gets the Ivy Cudgel crit, but yeah, I mean, that's tough for sure. That's tough, but I do think Mako still had a decent chance because Sucker Punch into Psyshock from Hatterene does enough to Enamorous most of the time. So I don't know. It's a messy endgame. We definitely got a bit lucky, but that's the birthday buff. We'll take it. All right, let's see when this next game is. Is it Eternally or is it Danny? I see Watashi online, so it might be Watashi. Let me ask. I'm gonna go ask somebody who's playing right now. Yeah, birthday luck, it happens for sure. Because imagine getting unlucky on your birthday. Like, dude, no way. Like, it's just not possible. If you can, I recommend scheduling your games on your birth. No, just don't do that. Eternity's right now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That should be a hype one. Eternity's record is like some insane 8-1, I think. Kyogre. Who the hell is Kyogre as a name? It's tough. Eternity's playing against Crying. And I don't think either of them are online. Okay, Crying's online. Okay, Eternally and Crying are both online. Okay, this should be starting any second now. Okay, let's go, let's go. Okay, so I guess at this point we might as well talk about the standings because we've watched many, many games. Okay, Breakers and Spartans are 4-4 right now. Last two games, Etern versus Crying, Danny versus Watashi. Honestly, these could all go either way because Crying and Watashi have the worst records compared to Eternally and Danny, but they're like wild cards. Like you don't like ever completely count them out because they bring crazy shit. They don't really play like they care, which their teammates don't want to hear, but I think that's how it is. Scheduling a game on your birthday, losing, then holding an eternal grudge against me. I'll take it. I'll take it. Do I have UU experience? I do have some. I made Grand Slam playoffs in Sun and Moon twice. So I played a lot of UU then. Don't really play a lot of UU anymore. But I've always played like UU Premier League and stuff like that. Like I've won a couple of those. So a little bit, but not a lot. Alright. It is 5:01. Game should be anytime soon. But this is, this is really intense. Think about it like this. All the weeks have come to this specific moment. You're in semifinals. You need to win for your team, or your team is probably going to lose the tournament. Really, really important. So if they're taking extra time to decide their teams, their team pick, etc., I understand it. It is what it is, but hopefully they do start relatively soon. Ah, I forget how boring SS looks. Never mind. Yeah, finals are gonna go stupid. Shouts the Shoguns. Just need one more week to clinch it. Okay, ABR says that Eternally is 8-1, but the one loss is versus Crying, which is kind of funny because he's playing Crying again. All right, they're talking about potential tiebreak options. There's potential for ABR versus Attribute to be a tiebreak game, which is pretty gnarly. Stantu will definitely be playing for the Breakers. Very good player. Where's this game? I said to make. You miss Ferrothorn? I actually miss Ferrothorn too. I think Ferrothorn with Terra is an absolute menace though. Butts is unsure. Okay, attribute says they're just taking a bit, so just gotta chill a little bit. I guess we can watch another replay. What else is there? Looked at all the OU games. Could look at the Santu game. I heard Santu crashed out, but I didn't actually watch it. But it looks like Stall versus Fat. Thank you, thank you. Shoutouts to Shoguns. God, this is genuinely the most boring game I've ever seen in my life. Yo, why don't people in RU use Hazard Stack plus like Rest Gimme Ghoul? Gimme Ghoul gets good as gold, right? You block all these defoggers with Gimme Ghoul, I swear. No, I'm still here. It's just there's not a lot to commentate on a game like this where Suicune is clicking Calm Mind, Calm Mind substitutes, Scald. Okay, Crook is in now. Of course, Crook forces the Suicune out. Oh, nice knockoff. Actually, that makes sense. Wait, no. That knockoff is crazy, actually. Gets rattled? Oh, hell no. Why didn't they give Gimme Ghoul good as gold? Then it would have had a niche. Low key. Alright, Flygon is in. Let's see if it does anything. Leftovers. Oh my god. You know, Bacon Eating Assassin going stupid on this Flygon. Jesus Christ, what just happened? Oh. Bye-bye. Oh. We're tarrying this instead of going Empoleon? Really? What if you missed? What? Or slow... What? That can't be right. No, that can't be right. Tearing Steel? What if you missed? Alright. Oh well. Okay. Some Oras Crest with Trick Scarf. Okay, snipes the Breloom down. How the hell does Santu lose this game? They need to redistribute Empoleon stats. It has so much potential. Amen. Amen. Okay, game started. Maybe we'll look at this later. Probably not. Oh my god, that goes so fast. Okay. Crying is using some insane stall team with Wheezing, Tinkaton, double hazard control, Clodsire, Slowbro. Some absolute insanity on a team. Counterflames are you? Yeah. Unfortunately, our guy has fallen greatly. Gimme Ghoul and LC with good as gold would be a menace? Would it even matter in LC? What actually like status is you in that tier? Oh wait. Fungus. That makes sense. Alright. Doesn't get the burn, which is a really big deal for a turn. Clearly spin there is... Oh no, it makes sense. It's Balloon Tink. Oh! Scouts the Rock Tomb. Wow. These Excadrills never run rock moves. Okay, speaking of which, this Excadrill goes stupid. If it's Rock Tomb Earthquake as coverage and like rocks last, this thing actually goes crazy. Charles Cichlazar are spotted. Classic Charles. AVR Malekith. Doug's a Roxy. Crying's team is Heat. What tier is this, McDonald's? This tier is underused, buddy. Lock in for this. Player like me is clicking Will-O-Wisp into the Tinkaton, but they weren't ready for that. Oh, wait. Wait, what? 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 Huh? What? What? The Pokemon with pickpocket clicked fling? So it can pick up more items with pickpocket. I like the way you think. However, let me raise you this point. It's not going to run knockoff if you're running fling. So Excadrill probably always can spin on it. Which is crazy. Fling, AVR cheering seeing that. Fling is the new thief. Let him cook. Well said, well said. No, I can't. I can't explain it. There's no reason to run that. Okay. Let's think about it. Let's think about it. If you get tricked by a guard of a Trickmon, any kind of Trickmon, they steal your balloon, you take their scarf, you can fling the scarf back at them. But like, why? Okay, is this defensive Clodsire with counter? That's my question. It's not. It's not. Fine. Fine. I'll allow it. This is too funny. Okay, Pex is burned. Sure. Is it AV Pex? Probably. Is this what Gen 8 soundtrack is this? Why is someone howling? Alright, I'm thinking it's AV Pex, because it's not boots. It could be Helm. Helm is, I guess AV's a big assumption. Oh! Oh, it's U-turn. Okay, I thought a double wisp. Double wisp would have been crazy. Okay, U-turn, Brave Bird, Will-O-Wisp, Roost. No defog. Does Weezing... Oh, no, this is Cyclizar. I forgot. We're good. Chat, we're okay. They have hazard control. Which I was worried about, low-key. Alright, looks like AV Cyclizar. Because it took rocks. Could be Choice Band. Yo, Choice Band would go stupid here. Hold on a second. Did I just cook something? Did I just make up a new set? Choice Band Cyclizar? That shit actually goes crazy right now. Also, this is UU. I think someone asked if this was OU. Absolutely not. If someone brought this in OU, ban them. Tour ban them. Actually, Hydrapple Pex. This would be viable. I could win in like 1900s with this team, I think. Because you have Hydrapple, you have Pex, Weavile. Those are not bad. And I guess Stall you can technically win in higher elo too. If they don't have the tools to break you, but... Nah. It's definitely not OU. Okay. Misses Focus Blast. That's like game over. It's Jove. Am I tapped into Masters? I'm a bit. Not too closely, but kind of. Is something going on in there? Wait. This nasty plot is crazy. What if this is Facade or Body Slam or some shit? You're dead. Okay, Eternally is lost. Breakers are guaranteed tie now. They're up 5-4 for sure. Would CB stab rapid spin actually do some serious damage? Absolutely. Dude, look at choice band double edge into this team. That shit goes stupid. I'm so confused. Why would you sequence like this at all when you have a Pex and you have a Gardevoir with that could trace regenerator? Why would you let Thundurus take its boots off? I don't understand. I'm a little confused. Qual phase ends next week. Oh, maybe we could stream that if there's a lot of cool games on like a Sunday or something. We'll see. Terra normal CB rapid spin. Now we're cooking. See? Now we're cooking. Alright, it's a very free earthquake for Clodsire. This is like the most free earthquake ever, actually. And it's Helm Pex. The Vert Academy life vid was life-changing. Facts. Alright. This Weavile is a decently big threat. Yeah. So it's a pretty big threat. Affirmations. Do you double back to drill here, or do you just knock? Probably just knock. But I don't understand why Thundurus is just dead for no reason. I mean, it probably couldn't touch Clodsire anyways, but okay. Okay. So by not attacking, you don't get any progress, and you're forced out because you're -1 speed. Okay. At least now you get your rocks back up, I guess. It's a big deal. Maybe. It might be a big deal. Okay, or you get a spin-off, sure. I think that's fine too. Yeah, Tinkaton Fling. We went over this. The verdict was no, it doesn't make sense actually. Okay, wait, low-key, why does this Gardevoir cook? Because Tinkaton has no item. This Pokemon has no item and is hit by a contact move. It steals the attacker's item. So Crying could steal Eternally's lefties. Alright, he's fishing for a burn. Gets the burn. Okay. But Loki, this Gardevoir is like a Giga threat. Oh, Psychic Noise. I didn't like that. Yeah, because now you're forced out. Why fling the scarf immediately is my question. That is a good question. That's a great question. Okay. Now you just spin again, because no one's going Talonflame, right? Talonflame would be a pretty crazy play. Okay. Now Scald comes out again. I would pivot Pex. I would go Pex first, Threatened Toxic, double Gardevoir to get the regen confirmed. Nice. And now if you go guard, you get the regen because you switch out first, you trace the regen as they switch out to like, I don't know, Clodsire or something. Okay. Doesn't do any of that. Understandable. Have a nice day. It would have been free 33%, but it's all good. It's all good. It's not a necessary play. Things are fine. Okay. At one point, Crying is gonna go Talonflame on the spin to fish for a burn. Because burn ends the game completely. I feel like you should rocks here. No? Okay. Now do the Pex into guard sequence. Get your guard back up because guard can actually win this game or force a Terra on like Clodsire or something. Okay. Scouting for water absorb? No, I don't think so. I think it has to be unaware. Oh my god. This was crazy. Yo, Eternally, fight back, fight back. If you got a poison on the cycle right now, you had a chance. But I don't think crying's gonna give you the opportunity again. Watching this shit live and not being able to skip turns is so painful. I agree, I agree. But crazy stuff will happen, so we just have to be patient. Okay, now can we do Pex into guard? Please. Or just guard now. Just if they go psycho again. Oh no. Oh my god. No, that was okay, okay. Okay. That was ambitious, to say the least. Put it on fast, please. I wish, I wish. I promise it will get exciting soon. That's a lie. I can't actually promise that. Ignore me. Okay. Now Hydrable's in. That Skull did no damage. I'm low-key thinking it's like AV or like max HP, I guess. I don't know how much the damage would do actually. Okay, nice. Finally does the Pex guard sequence, gets the regen on for guard. That's really, really big. Now guard is guaranteed to come in quite healthy next time it comes in on slow, bro. Eternally looking chopped by double regen. You mean... Oh, yeah. Because technically Eternally is also double regen using their regen. It's not even stall. It definitely is stall. This shit got unaware and regenerators. Oh my god. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Please. Please fight back. This is what peak Pokemon performance looks like. If you know, you know. Alright, you know what? I'm making something up. Terra Ghost on spin. Focus Blast. Helm Apple on U-turn. Show him how it's done. Show him how it's done. Slowbro Clods are a wheezing offense. Listen, if it was Choice Band Cycle, oh god, this Thunder's going so low. If it was Choice Band Cycle, I could buy the Hyperstall vibe from this team. However, it's not. Lack of guard got me confused. Low-key mini guard would go stupid on this team. Alright, well this Pex does apply a lot of pressure, low-key. Because it's chipping this Tinkaton every time. And it's trying to spread poisons. I would double cycle here though. Double cycle's pretty free to get your regen up. Alright, or not, or not. Yeah, maybe it's Curse Clodsire in the back. Who knows? Alright, well now you can go guard and try to apply some pressure. Or you could Earthquake the Cyclozar double like a beast. I lost. Whoa. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. Nice Tinkaton. I would have taken my Moonblast guaranteed chip, but it's all good. That was a very nice Tinkaton. Alright, well now you just go back drill. I would go cycle here. Because if Eternity clicks Moonblast, he's got it. I'd say well played. / forfeit. If he clicks Moonblast. But it's not happening. It's fine. It's fine. I wonder at what point you can force Terra with Weavile. Yeah, Eternally can definitely win this. Gardevoir might be the one that forces the Terra, actually. Yeah, I think Gardevoir is the one that's going to be forcing this Terra. Is this default talent playing with Willow's U-turn? Hell no, right? No, there's no way. There's no way. I feel like Crying messed up clicking Play Rough, though, because Excadrill healed everything back up, and now Rocks are up, which Cycle has to deal with. Okay. Okay, well, you're gonna U-turn here, right? You're not gonna let this fish of poison on you, right? Okay, that's what I thought. Now you bring in... Okay, sure. Okay, Eternally has the 2%? Eternally has the chance to make progress now. 50 turns and not one Mon dead? Yeah, might stay that way for a bit. That surfed at 18%. That's fucking crazy. Hear me out, Claude should get regen too. People, I think, or not people, but I actually thought Claude would get regen. Like, I thought it was leaked when Gen 9 first came out that Claude had regen. What a shame. I would use Claude Zero on every team with zero shame myself, actually. Yeah, it looks like it has regen, right? Like, it definitely looks like it. Just give every Mon regen. Now we're cooking. Here's where... Okay, you just recover. Yeah, because it's an amphibian. Regenerator kind of makes sense. Okay. Eternally's kind of playing passive. That would have been a nice turn to double Weavile, I think. The thing is, you don't PP stall these Bulldozes. Bulldoze has 32, which is wild. Alright. Random jabs for fun, sure. Jab also has 32. This Clodsire is never going to get PP stalled. Okay, Weavile's in. Okay, gets Weavile in on recover. Can we see some progress being made now? This knockoff is really free. Guys, I told you, you just had to wait. You just had to wait. And progress will come naturally. Although I would have knocked off, I think, but it's fine. Let's go back Pex here. Look at that 12% done on the Weezing that took 0 damage prior. That's progress. Some people like playing these long games, and some people hate watching them. For those of you sticking around for it, shoutouts to you. Rock Tomb here? Nah, you're... No. This Weezing is clicking Will-O-Wisp. Do not Rock Tomb. Do not Rock Tomb. Unless you're Terrifier. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's chip on wheezing. Next time it comes in, it's coming at 76%. There's levels to this game, guys. There's levels. Ooh. Aggressive Tinkaton. That's taking rocks every time it comes in. Alright, you stay on spin here? Who stays in? Raise your hand if you stay in on spin. You won, by the way. If you said yes in your head just now, or if you answered audibly to the screen, you won. But this Tinkaton is now taking rocks every time, so that's cool. Gardevoir is not 100%. Now Moonblast is really going to lay the beat down onto Crying. That did a lot. And the drop. Moonblast again. I screamed yes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. And it's such a exhilarating game. Oh, another drop. Moonblast is free to click though. You don't need to trick. You can just Moonblast for sure. Psychic Noise Guard is interesting. It actually doesn't... Wait, Guard loses to Clodsire. Okay. Okay, nice Scald. Get that extra chip. Psynoise again. Yo, should Psynoise block Regenerator, by the way? Many people are asking this question. Alright. Hydrapple now, I guess. Psynoise would probably be the best Pokemon move ever created if it blocked Generator. Alright, so unfortunately, Eternally has decided progress is not going to be made. Now Clodsire will come back in and troll this Pex. Or not. Okay, Crying decides I want to switch Tinkaton in. Sure. It'd be such a neat application if it could. I agree. Okay. So now the U-turn comes in. Cyclizar will... Oh, it is Defog! Oh my god, it's fucking Will-O-Wisp U-turn Defog Roost. Oh my fucking god, get out of here. Oh my god. Save us. Save us. Please. Why are you going Tinkaton? I don't understand. Stop this. Please. That's what everyone thought it'd be when it was leaked. Yeah. It is a shame. Because I guess Regenerator isn't oppressive in VGC. Like, only Amoonguss has it, and arguably Amoonguss is more cheap. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's Rest! What the fuck? Get me out! Get me out! Oh, fuck. Oh, we might be here for a while, guys. The worst part about this is if you use Gardevoir early to apply pressure to Tinkaton, you force the rest and you don't get pickpocketed. Like, what are we... Oh. Oh, fuck. It's tough, it's tough. Alright. Okay, Hydrapple, do something. Let's see it. Hydrapple, come on. Okay, I like that. I like that. You get your regen back up. Very nice, very nice. Game might finish after the other game ends. Yeah. GG, nothing breaks now. Nah, nah, nah. It's definitely possible as long as rocks stay up. And in order for rocks to stay up, you have to be really aggressive, which we're not seeing right now. Like, Swords and Weavile? Oh, fuck. They actually got the tickets in play, right? Oh, Jesus. And now it has leftovers. Okay. Tinkaton's leftovers are gone. It was a nice period of 3 turns. But now that chip on Exadrill is permanent, that's a fact. 13 player us. Alright, just double Thunderous at this point. Just double Thunderous. Double Thunderous, double back to Weavile Swords Dance. Please, please, please. We need to see progress. What if it's Terra Ice Blast stunned? Still not gonna win, unfortunately. Please double Thunderous. Why did that do 18? Okay. Double Drill. Or this. Double Thunderous. And actually, at this point, it's gonna rocks, but yeah. Yes, this is UU. Okay. Okay, Hydrapple. Let's see something. Come on. Okay, 26. That's progress. Now Terra Poison. How many skulls does Slober have left? 11. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why you didn't Earth Power the Tinkaton. That's Chip. That's Chip. We need Chip. Chip is Chip. Chip is Chip. Exactly. Terra Ground. You know what? Terra Ground. 2-hit KO this Clodsire. Something. Give us something. Also, why is this Clodsire not spikes? Okay. Chip is Chip. Chip is Chip. Chip is Chip, guys. Chip is Chip. Yes, it is unaware. Blunder said 10 years ago you can't play passive versus stall, and Blunder was right. 100% right. Spadeftrov, please, please, actually, please. Just anything to accelerate this game. This wins though? No, it gets PP stalled, unfortunately. 11 Earth Powers, 5 recovers. It's not doing enough. Well, maybe with the drop. If he gets a drop early, he does claim a kill if he guesses right. You're not PP stalling this though. There's still 45 bulldozers and poison jabs. Helm? Not helm. Boots? What is the set? No drop is pretty annoying. Yeah, no Spadef drop in 6 tries is not that crazy, but okay, 7 tries, no drop. Alright, this game's over. Crying wins. Eight Earth Powers, 0 drops. I would go Talonflame here just to burn an Earth Power. Okay. We're seeing a Hydrapple with guaranteed less moves than Clodsire attempt to PP stall Clodsire. Okay. It's 10%. 10% to lower by 1. I'm not saying it's a good plan, but it is one. And you already know it's Rest Clodsire as well. Lord have mercy if this is Rest Clodsire. Okay. No drops in 9 Earth Powers clicked. That is actually pretty unlucky. Actually, this has to be Rest Clodsire. Yeah, because it doesn't click Spikes, doesn't click Amnesia, doesn't click Haze, doesn't click anything. Or maybe it's Terra Blast. Okay, crit Fickle Beam, woo! It's Sword Stance. I wish. Okay, we see a drop, guys. We see a drop. We see a drop. A drop has happened. A kill might be forced now. A kill is possible, fellas. Max Nation, a kill is possible. Movement, progress, chip is chip. Come on, come on. You still have to get this turn right. Okay. Okay, never mind. That's doing nothing. Oh, please don't recover. Please don't recover. Please don't recover. Please don't tell me you recovered. Please, please, please. Yes! Yes! Something died. Yes! 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 Progress! Wait, 1 recover left. I don't even understand the point of Nasty Plot spamming, because there's no case you stall this Clodsire out. We crit Earth Power and we do 39%. That's a fact. Can we get a drop? Can we get a drop? Nope. Jove. It's Jove. Let's see. Fickle Beam does 20%. Earth Power does 24%. So in total, Eternally has 80% plus 80% plus 3 times 24, 75, 150% of damage to do. So this Clodsire will die, actually. Like, if they both trade each other out completely, Clodsire should die here. What is this Clodsire last move? Is it Rest? It surely is Rest, right? You have just enough to kill this if it's not Rest. But it has to be Rest. Why are you why are you nasty plotting? Just attack. Please, man. Okay, wait. I see the vision. Pex is now in. Pex stalls out Clodsire, spam surf on his life. I see the vision. Okay. No, this doesn't even matter. There's no way it's rest? Dude, what could it be? Like, honestly, what could it be? Oh my god, it clicked it. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Why didn't you go Excadrill? What? Whatever. Oh, don't tell me you click Fickle Beam. Oh, fuck. Okay, please use Drill to spin or something. Please switch out. Please, I'm begging. Don't stay in with Pex and let Clodsire wake up. Please go Excadrill. Please. Or Weavile. Weavile works too. I'm begging. I'm desperate. At this point, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for progress. And I'm desperate for chips. Okay. Drill's in. Very free spin. Very free spin. As Bro comes in. Oh, Crying finally went Talonflame. Did he get the burn? No burn. Okay, double to Thunderous. Double to Thunderous. Double to Thunderous on Slowbro. And then double to Gardevoir to get your Regenerator. Oh, fuck. Please. Am I crazy, or can Healing Wish Thunderous win this game? If you PP stole all the poison jabs? Why are we... Wait, what? Why Pex on Tink? No. I think a turn should have really hid the Rock Tomb turn 2 too early for Crying not to be scouting. I agree. Yeah, Crying would 100% scout there. It makes sense. Okay, now you go Drill. Okay. Okay, they go for Play Rough, guaranteed progress. So you double to Thunderous right now. Or, yeah, you double Thunderous right now on Slowbro. Please. I'm gonna take a shower, bro. I swear if I come back and this shit isn't done. Oh! What? Why did we go Talonflame? Okay, now go Thunderous. Please go. Please go Thunderous. Please. Please. Thunderous. Now. Please. It's fine. That's guaranteed progress. Because now Spin kills Talonflame. Guys, we're making it through this. We're gonna make it through. I swear. Okay, this cycle surely just tears, right? And click spin. Like, it definitely is just gonna tear. Downflame got bored. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Don't need to Terra right now. Can do it later. You're at full HP. Play rough again. Play rough again. I promise this will end, guys. We just gotta stay strong. We just have to believe. Okay, we play rough. Good, that's progress. That's a max roll 2. That's huge damage. And now we double to Thunderous on Slowbro. Finally. Okay. Fine, fine. Okay. Yeah, okay. Fine. It's fine. It's probably max defense Talonflame or something. I hate torture method is spectating this game. We will make it through. And Smogon Champions League is more hype than this. I swear on everything. Wait, I just realized. You can Psychic Noise Tinkaton and it can't rest. Wait a second. You need to Terra Cyclozar. Yeah, okay. That was crazy, by the way. Yeah, that was... that was crazy. If you Terra'd earlier, you were probably fine. Now you're set back. And now this gets a kill. I think this gets a kill. Guard just wins. It might. You just Moonblast again. Unless it's Terra Steel. This could be Terra Steel on some absolute crazy shit. Okay. Okay, now you Noise. Toss the pizza in the oven and it's almost done. SCOU versus SPL GSC. Well said. Alright, Noise. Go. Can we watch GSC games after this? No, absolutely not. Although I use some offense in GSC sometimes and it's kind of fun. Okay, how much does play rough do is the question. That does a lot. That does a fuckload, actually. Okay, so now you have to drill. Okay. Excadrill taking more damage. Sure. Thunderous finally? Thunderous finally? Thunderous finally? Thunderous? Okay, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. I guess you go guard here. Progress is being made. Never forget. Okay, surely Cyclozar clicks Terra right now so you can wall Gardevoir in the future. Every time I hear someone talking about GSC, I get more scared of it, and you should be scared of it. I don't actually know if this is more entertaining than GSC, to be completely honest. Okay. Nasty plot. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Now Gardevoir is hard-walled by Cyclizar. Remember that. Hard-walled by Cyclizar. Do you just go for fuck it 2 all-out attack Fickle Beams? On some crazy shit? Lavos won GSC. Yes, Lavos was the best GSC player. He went 12-1. Some absolutely mind-boggling stuff. That's the GOAT. Alright. I think you go for Fickle Beam. Okay. Ooh! Okay. Okay. I like that Cyclizar double. As Weavile, do you just knock this off, though? If you knock this off, then Guard can still make progress. Knock is worth it, unless this is like fucking Iron Head or something. And if he's Iron Head, he's got it. I'm gonna be honest, he's got it. He could have the win if he's Terra Steel Iron Head. I allow it. I'm speaking for Eternally and the rest of the Spartans team. I'll allow it. I don't think low kick does enough to this. It's way too light. Yeah, low kick does 80 BP. Is that how it works? Yeah, low kick does 80. Actually, 80 BP is pretty strong. It might kill. But it's not Sword Dance low kick. I assume it's Ice Shard. Okay, didn't click knockoff. Clicked rapid spin instead of U-turn. Okay. Sure. A singular earth power left. Okay. I think Weavile wins unless Flame Body, which would be a fucking insane conclusion to this game. Okay. Very nice double back. I just tapped in. Why are we at turn 173? Listen, everybody that is watching the stream right now is fully committed to seeing the outcome of this game happen. And you know what the crazy part is? This doesn't even determine who wins exactly. Because whatever team wins this gets the 5 points guaranteed tie, but it's not a win. Okay, now Ticketon is resting. Yeah, Crying is now making the plays needed. Oh! Wait. No, it doesn't matter. I think Extra outspeeds. Am I crazy for that? Like, this is like max defense Talonflame. Okay, Talonflame down. Weavile no longer has to worry about Flame Body. This game is actually interesting now. Worth the wait. Yeah. Okay. 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 Do you just take the kill on Cyclizar right now? If the Weavile ever gets a Swords Dance, it wins the game, by the way. Oh my god. Stockholm Syndrome taking hold. Okay. Tinkaton is about to rest up. This was meant to be a very fast, like 1 hour, 30-minute stream. But here we are. 2 hours later. Very invested in the outcome of this game. Oh my god, it didn't rest. It didn't rest. Chat, it did not click rest. Does Thundurus have any way to kill Clodsire? I don't fucking know. I don't know. With rest, you can actually burn turns versus Excadrill. Okay. Okay, Excadrill is gone. Guys, Excadrill is gone. Gardevoir's in for some reason. Okay, Tinkaton can get rocks up now. Or rest. Rest is fine too. Please do an in-depth analysis of this game. Oh no! Oh! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That hurts to see. That hurts to see. Oh, God. Oh, God. The last Earth Power. It's gone. It's gone. Dude, way back, they could have traded +6 Earth Power into AV, Terra Steel, Cyclizar, and knocked it out. But no. It's fine. Weavile can still win. That's the most insane part of this whole game. Weavile and Thundurus can still win. Okay. Maybe not anymore. No, it can still... no. Okay. Okay, Cyclizar got knocked, but it's way too late for it, I think. Oh, wait, you could Healing Wish Weavile. Oh, okay, okay. Because you just click... Actually, no, you can Moonblast first here. Okay, you healing us Weavile, it's over. Okay. Guys, we made it. Eternally already teared. It's Hydrapple Poison. Okay, that Moonblast's doing a lot. Something kind of dies to Psychic Noise here. Okay, nice play. Actually, I guess Moonblast was always the play there. Whoops. Alright, dude, just Healing Wish. At this point? At this point, just Healing Wish. The issue is this lets Cyclizar just heal up for free. Okay. But still, it's like you still let this heal up for free. Okay, maybe you're healing wishing the Weavile right now. Okay. I don't understand. All progress is gone. But healing wish Weavile can still win. That's the part that makes no sense to me. Okay, you healing wish, right? Actually, I don't think Cyclizar dies. I don't know. No, you don't healing wish. I guess Tinkerton still beats you 1v1 if it burns a turn. Crying's at 5 seconds. Garda's healing wish? I hope so. With double setup sweepers on like a balance build like this, you're surely healing wish. Okay, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Game is going to be decided in these following turns. It's happening. I don't think Axel does enough. This looks like max defense Tinkaton though. Low kick might do enough because Tinkaton is heavy. 100 BP. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No way that just happened. No fucking way that just happened. Thunderbolt para into play rough miss. Wait. Focus blast. Focus blast? Oh my god. Okay. Dude, Thunderbolt into play rough miss is insane. Like, actually insane. Okay, Weavile's gonna come in and try to set up on a... Oh, okay, or not. Okay. Only 8 serfs? That does 15%? What the fuck? Can you sack Dungeon to get the free SD? That's what I think the plan should have been, because you have para odds. But it didn't happen, obviously. This might be the worst game in the world. Wait, you can just switch infinitely between the regenerators. Why is he being so passive? Are we missing something? I don't know. I think he missed his chance with the sequencing. Like the Thunderbolt para, you click Focus Blast into Clodsire, let yourself die to Clodsire. That's your chance to set up and win. Or you catch the Cyclozar and you do a million, like, you Oko it actually, I think, without the AV. Can crying break region switch spam? I'm not sure. Calmine Bro might be able to do it. Actually, you can just click Psyshock here. Psyshock is super free. Or Scald. Burn is low-key better. Is this a draw or can Weavile still go LeBron? Weavile, if Weavile sets up on Slowbro only and dodges the burn, dodges 2 burns in fact, it could be body press Slowbro, low-key. Okay, Ticket is sleeping, Ticket is sleeping. Tinkaton is sleeping. This is going to decide the game right now. For all the marbles, play rough miss versus triple axle miss. It's going to be rest slow, bro. All right, it's happening. It's happening. It all comes to all 229 turns comes down to this. Yeah, he needs to go weave on rest. I agree. I definitely agree. If you get weave on rest, you win the game 100%. But now you're kind of cooked. Because I don't think this Axel even 2-hit KOs. You have to crit and or dodge. Crit and or dodge. Why rest? It's both rest and recover on Claude. Chat, who wants Weavile to win? Who wants Stall to win? I think Cyclizar eats a +2 knockoff. Like, do you have to Swords Dance again? Weavile? Alright. Okay. Okay, one player connects 85%. Jesus Christ. Is it Ice Go Crash? Oh god, it's Axel. Oh my god, he crit the first one! He crit the second one! He crit the... What?! You can't make this up. You play 230 turns to get crit twice by a move that can miss. Chat. As eternally, are you saying GG? Are you saying GG as eternally? The player again facing Stall. Are you saying GG after what just happened? This is like a Myers-Briggs personality test. Do you say good game after critting 2 Axles? GG all caps. No. Deserved for Stall. Fuck no. +4 does kill. Hell no. I'm saying GG well played. I think that's probably best actually. GG well played. I'm saying smiley face. Talk that shit. Yo, just hit 3 other Axles. Fuck it. You definitely could have just knocked off, but just do it. Yeah, why not? Maybe in the win post the silly GG, but out of respect, smiley face. God, I hate receiving that win post. Alright, let's see if the GGs come out. GG instantly, 0 shame, 0 remorse. Crying is a great sport though, says it back. Well done to crying. This was yeah, this was a game of all time. Thank you all for joining me on this glorious, just kidding, not glorious, this horrendous, horrific, abysmal, disgusting, dastardly adventure. And I will see you soon on YouTube or next week for the finals. Actually, I don't know if I'll stream because it's my team, but we'll see. If it's tiebreak games, I'll be there, but if it's my team, maybe not. We'll see. I'll go over the games regardless, but yeah, that was a thing. Calc the triple axle. We don't know the Tinkathon set, but let's see. Tinkathon utility. I think it was defense invested. Let's see. Okay. Wait a second. One hit crit. One hit crit +4. To 23. Oh, okay. It was a roll. It was a roll. Oops. Let me fix that. 3 hits plus 4. It was a roll. I just crit every move. It was a roll. But yeah, that was that happened, and I don't know. I don't know. I'll see. I'll see. I'll see you all later. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Peace. Take care.